1905. A businessman from Indianapolis is helping some friends race in France. By that point, Europe had the upper hand in automaking. The businessman thought about how he could create a better way to test cars before selling them to the public. At the same time, auto racing was just getting started. Pioneers raced on horse tracks and public roads. There was just one problem, the businessman said. These tracks, yeah, they don't work. Not to mention, the fans were getting far from their money's worth, and there was about a 70% chance they could get run over. The businessman had an idea. An oval, 2.5 miles long, with banks at the turns, and all bricks. The track was built, races were held, legends were made, and a legacy was created. Later on, the track was paved over, leaving only one strip of bricks at the start-finish line. One strip of legacy.
Joins A.J. Foyt as one of only 2 men ever to win the Indianapolis 500.
One strip of greatness.
He hit the wall! Dan Weldon is going to win the race!
One strip of freedom.
Right, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500!
The businessman was Carl G. Fisher. The track was Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
It is a legacy that has been, and will continue to be added upon for decades upon decades upon decades to come. It is a track everybody wants to win at. No matter what car they drive, there's a reason why, if you aren't a full-time driver, you choose this one race. It doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. If you win here, your name is etched into eternal glory. Just last week, 58 drivers took the track to compete for a chance to even start this race. And while some of them crashed and burned, the 15 cars you are seeing right now are the 15 superstars that could. The drivers on screen, every single one of them, have been preparing to put every single one of their eggs into this one basket, and it has paid off with a chance to fight. Now they are ready to give everything for the cause. They are ready to push themselves to their ultimate limits. Only one of them, however, will come out of this facility today with their name put into history. This is the greatest spectacle in row racing. C Broadcasting Group is proud to present live, uninterrupted coverage of the 4th edition of the Bubble 325 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. My name is Marcus, leading the commentary booth today, and joining me, Marcus, in the booth is Beast Hunter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into this historic night. Tonight's a big race for all the drivers and as well as the people that are here in the game watching and the people watching on YouTube. This race is going to be very exciting to watch, and it's going to be a long ride, and hopefully y'all guys will enjoy this thing.
Old faces and new faces unite into this historic standoff, and we can't wait any longer for that. So let's get right into it. As we have a ceremony, pre-race ceremony getting ready for the start of the race, Hunter will be singing, what is it called again? Welcome
Back Home Again in Indiana.
Back Home Again. I was thinking welcome. I don't know why.
Alright.
Where is he?
Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining bright through the sycamores for me. The new morn haze scents all its fragrance from the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, then I long for my Indiana home.
Woo! Amazing, Hunter. Thank you for that. And with that, you're gonna hear that sexy voice in the booth this whole day. So get ready for that. As you know what? Let's take a look at the points today. We are only in race 3. And first in the point standing is Brown. Tied in first is Brown and Ford with 21 points. Ford won Michigan. Ford won St. Petersburg, and Brown won Michigan with 1 point at St. Petersburg. That ties them up with Ford for first, and Corey is in third. Corey's tied in third with Lil Man, who has 15 points. Corey's actually not here, but Corey had gotten 15 at St. Petersburg, and Lil Man 15 at Michigan. And then top 5 to end it out, Fearless is 12th, well, tied in 12th with Discharge and Fearless. And
So I'm glad to be in the booth here for the rest of the season with C Sports, and I'm just glad that we're doing this race. It's always a special event in Bubble Studios, and if not the biggest.
Yes, definitely. And as the field goes off, we're gonna take a look at the qualifying order. Starting in first, the number 77 HP. I don't think there's another one. Magnolia. Honda Brown Moons got a very fast time qualifying.
Starting in second place in the number 20. Fuzzy's Ultra Premium Vodka Chevrolet. That is going to be Chance in the middle row of row 1.
And on the high lane of row number 1, we got Ford and the Target Honda Energizer Huggies. Head Honda starting in third.
Starting row 2 on the inside in the number 27, Wheelin' Chevy. It's going to be Cut.
Starting in 5th, it's going to be the first timer. He barely got a license after he qualified in 5th. Is the True Car Clear Book number 6. Nope. Manufacturer? Train.
Starting on the outside in row number 2 in the number 30, Agricultural Engineering and Consultancy Services. That's going to be Agent. That was a hard one to read.
That was a long one.
Yes, sir, it was.
Next row, on the third row, we got Anthony starting in 7th. 7th in ABC Supply Co. Inc. 14 Honda.
In the middle row, in row number 3, it's going to be the 28, the OS Shark Machine of Dino.
Starting on the outside lane of row 3, we have Ryder in the McAfee Bing Lotus number 7 car.
McAfee. Starting 10th or 11th, sorry. It's going to be Spring in the number 26. Honda? No, Chevrolet.
And starting in 12th is Fearless in the Verizon V-Power Chevrolet.
Starting in row 5 on the inside lane, that is going to be Little Man in a Hurry, and the number 15 Honda, and My Jack Productions.
In P14, the Target, Energizer, Huggies 9 car, Carter.
And rounding out the field... Oh. Sorry about that. And to round out the field, in the number 41 Honda ABC supply code, that is DJ, as he got allowed as a provisional Sody Carter and a little man in a hurry. And that, folks, is your starting lineup for the 4th running of the Bubbles 325. So, with the Agent, we have a revolving camera, only being used on Agent today, so that's a very interesting camera that we'll be looking out for throughout the race. As we're gonna go over our picks here, Marcus, who do you have winning the race tonight?
Honestly, he was strong in Michigan, didn't he? He won Michigan, right? I think starting in first, he's on pole. Round moves. Yep. I think he's gonna get it done today. Yeah.
Who I think is gonna win is Fearless. He just graduated high school the other day. That would be amazing to see him win the day after he graduates. That's a big story there for him.
Fearless starting all the way in the back, so he's got some ground to pull up.
Yes, sir, he does, and this is a very, very long race, so I'm sure he'll get there. I'm sure he'll get there by the end of the race, as long as he plays it safe, as there is no resets in the Verizon IndyCar Series.
Yes, so it's a one and you're done, unless you wreck of lag or a bump. So those are all things.
And there's a lot of bumps out here on this racetrack. Okay. So we got word if it's a wall pop or if it's off the grass, it will count for the driver that did that, but it won't for the other people involved.
So,
well, wall pop won't count, as there is 44 people watching the YouTube stream. That is a lot of people. A lot of people are cheering for Agent. Fearless is mentioned. Carter's mentioned. Ford is mentioned. DJ's mentioned. A lot of people. And now we get ready for what is a special moment here. They are going to get 3 abreast.
There they are. 5 lanes deep.
This
is
a very, very special moment here.
As we get ready for the Bubble 325, the 4th annual Bubble 325. Brown on the inside in the first lane. Chance in the second in the middle lane, and Ford on the outside, getting ready, going past the C Sports.
Man, these are the last nerves you want to have, as this is the greatest spectacle in road racing history. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the green flag. Green flag is out.
Green.
Bubbles 325 is underway. Everybody are side by side, 3 abreast as we head towards turn 1. Now these guys are going to have to back out here. It's only the first lap and there are no resets here.
As they get bunched up, Ryder into the grass, Ryder into the wall, puts Dino. I think Dino's fine though. Everyone is okay. That spreads out the field a little bit.
Yes, sir, it does. They keep it clean here. No caution, according to race officials. Ryder with a drive-through penalty.
Alrighty.
That's going to hurt his race there a little bit. So
Chance makes some moves onto the outside.
Chance now in the lead of the Bubbles 325.
Brown lost his lead already, and Chance is going to lead the first lap of the Bubble 325.
He's already made it back on the spot. We got a crash! Car in the wall. I believe that might be Anthony. DJ is out of the race.
Wow.
DJ and Anthony are nearly the same car. So sorry for the confusion there, but we're good.
The number 41 ABC Supply Co. Inc. car. He was a provisional. He wasn't supposed to be in this race, but got in after people did not show up. So, man, that sucks for him though.
Yes, it does. Only completing one lap of the race and you're out. You hate to see that.
Well, let's hope we don't see that anymore.
And these guys just only completing a lap of fuel. I'd imagine pit road will be closed here.
I would think so.
We are green this time.
Again, well.
Chance will lead us back to the green flag. Brown will be in second, Ford third, Agent fourth, and Cut fifth. What do we have going on here
in
now?
the back. That's Spring. Spring, I think, got hit, but I think they are okay. So I think we're still green.
And I just heard race control in the background slightly. We are still going green here. We're just waiting for the green flag as it is double file.
Oh, Rocket in the back already, Spring! But he's okay. That won't be a caution as they fight to get to the line first. Brown has the jump on Chance as Agent right behind them. Will anyone make any move here on turn 1?
I don't think so, but it's like we said, it's extremely early in the race as you see Cut and Ford side by side and in front of them as they head towards turn 2.
They single file out now as every single car, I think through the whole field, they single filed out. Ryder going all the way down.
Chance on the inside.
Chance gonna make a move. Maybe Agent coming with them, but no, Chance is gonna keep it. Chance sticks it.
Through the lead. What a pass.
Woo!
Through turn 3, Cut seems to slow down like a Fearless. He's nearly in the top 5 already. He's cracked it almost at this point. He's on a mission. Ryder serving his drive-through penalty. Brown making the pass. He backs out of that. Cut is tight there in 1. He's in the wall. That's going to get Fearless the spot. Fearless is already in the top 5. Good stuff there out of him.
Train, who barely got his super license, is up to 6th place. That is amazing sights to see.
That is a good story there for him. As you see, Ford makes a pass on Agent, and Agent backs out of that.
Ford maybe going over to get the pass on Brown.
You know, these guys are starting to settle into a rhythm here. For now, at least. As you see, they're all single file line down this front straightaway and a big train of cars as they enter turn 1. And you see Ford making a move on Brown on the inside. He backs out of that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that again. It's really early, so I don't see why anyone would be making moves this early into the race, especially what happened to DJ just now.
Yes, and little in the wall there. Fearless is losing some slight momentum here. These guys are just, like we said, getting in their momentum here. This is a momentum style racetrack, so we nearly see a pass for the lead in 3.
But again, you got to consider that the dirty air, it might mess up your rhythm, so you got to know how to get through that dirty air.
Made it to dirty air, yes, because it is big in these cars here. So we're going to pull up a telemetry here of Anthony. He is flying about 235 into the corner.
That's what dirty air.
Oh,
That's
on the wall
back there.
That's Dino.
That's Dino.
Cut in a little side by side, but they keep it clean. Near pass for the lead. Oh no, there is a pass for the lead. Brown gets by on the inside.
Here comes Ford. We're gonna keep it behind though.
You see that big run there? That Chance is building up. Somebody has just jumped. We're not sure who that is.
And
but no caution is called.
Was a false call.
No caution is called for that. As they head towards the back straightaway, Brown has a major lead as you see Chance here trying to build up a run on Agent. So they head towards turn 3.
Agent?
That's Ford. Sorry.
We're so used to Agent being that target car.
Yes, we are. It's now in my free cam blimp view, because we're in that stage of the race where we're spread out.
As here comes Ford making and building his run up to Brown. Ford's going to make a move into the inside. Here he comes, going into turn 1. He makes it, he clears him.
Beautifully done. Cut trying to make a move on Carter. Carter trying to make a move on Cut there. He seems to get by him. So now we head down the back straightaway. Dino gets passed by Anthony. Look at Brown, he's gonna try and sneak. No, he backs out. Chance had to check up there because of that. He had to react because of that there. But Brown's gonna get a big run here down this front straightaway. Little cutting from Fearless there. As Fearless is gonna crack back inside the top 5. As we are already, I believe, 9 laps into this race. Yes.
Yes.
9 laps in out of 130. A long way to go here. Side by side down the back straightaway. They get it sorted out.
Brown right on the rear of Ford. Just
yes, that was very dangerous there. See, it was just on the gearbox. Oh, Chance is wide. Chance was very wide through turn 4. Car in the wall. That's Carter. He's going to lose a lot of momentum out of that as they head towards turn 1.
Oh, Brown has to back out of that. Oh, Agent into the wall.
Brown, a close call there as Ford is controlling the race here. As there is no side-by-side yet.
No, I think there won't be a side-by-side battle for a little while, I think, because Brown has just been lifting off when he gets close to Ford, he will lift off. So I think he's just trying to play it safe, which is the right
fuel. And safe fuel, too.
Oh, you're right about that, yeah.
Because the fuel run here isn't long, I believe. It's like, I don't know, somewhere close-ish to 30 laps.
We're already 11 out of that.
Yeah, so Ford's trying to figure out what can he do to save fuel while leading the race. That's the big question here. What can he do? You see Anthony back here almost making a pass on Little there. Little. He decides safe, playing it safe as usual, as all these guys are. Anthony making a pass now. He's going to get that spot. That's for P7, I believe. Correct me on that. No. Yeah, P7. As you see here, they're going down the back straight. We have a 4-car pack. Or 3-car pack. As now they're on board with the Agent on the broadcast.
Agent's been slowly catching up and slowly creeping back to Brown. Agent has won the 325 before, so he's going to try to recreate that, relive it.
I'm going to keep you updated on the back part of the field here. Fearless falls back to 6th place as Little Man gets by him. Carter gets by Dino, and that's pretty much all there is right now.
Up back in front, Brown made a move off Ford, as Ford's going to make another move with Agent catching up. Agent slowly, maybe going to make it 3 wide. No, he's going to sneak it.
No, he did it. No, he did not.
He made second, though.
That was a very smart move by Agent there to not take it 3 wide, because it is still very, very early into this race. Brown is shallow in turn 4. And now they're off the onboard camera, I believe.
Agent making another move. Here he goes into turn 1. Can he make the pass? He will.
Yes, he will. Brown is tight. Brown is tight. He's into the wall in turn 1.
That's the dirty air.
Yes, the dirty air is extreme.
Oh, Ford again.
Ford is there. Will he make the pass? Yes, he will. Oh, crash! Fearless on the wall. I believe that was lag. That looked to be lag. I'm not too sure. And the caution is out.
That was a hard hit. He just turned dead left. Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure that had to be lag there.
That was lag, it looks like, so. Man. That was still very... That looked like it hurt.
Yes, it did. And now, if Fearless isn't out, he's going to have to gain all that ground back once again.
Catch back up.
And will we see pits open? Because we did a decently enough run as we're gonna hit lap 15 once they cross the start-finish line here. No pitting under yellow. I forgot about that.
So with that, these drivers are forced to figure out strategy and have to pit under green.
Which is very, very interesting here. And Ryder and Spring are saved from that yellow, because Ryder had to serve a drive-through. I'm not too sure with what happened with Spring or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ryder is able to get back up into the pack because he did have to pull that drive-through.
And I talked with Ryder before the race. He said he's very, very nervous, and I just told him if he keeps calm, and has patience, he'll be just fine in the race. So that's the nerves of being in the 325 for the first time, as I've been in it for the past 3 years. This year, oh, Fearless with the DNF. He's disconnected.
And I think he's back now. So it's race controls, and it looks like they're going to allow him to get back, which is very, very weird. Why they don't just wait for that? But and it's DNC. Gonna wait for Fearless,
and Fearless is gonna be a lap down because of that. Fearless is gonna be a lap down because of that.
Well,
and something to watch out for as the race goes along. The lighting here, it's gonna change time in the game here as the race goes on. So the lighting could affect the racers late into the race. That should be an interesting story to watch out for here. And if it gets too dark, the race will end.
wow.
So we're watching time and obviously the laps as well here.
It's another thing they got to worry about. You got to be in first at the right time. Maybe it goes too late. You gotta make it up there.
Yes, and that's going to be very, very exciting to watch, and I'm excited to be a part of this and commentate this race for the first time. Getting a different view of this race is interesting.
I mean, yeah. Well, it is very cool to be commentating. I've been commentating with C Sports for about like a couple months now, starting in Texas of Bubbles IndyCar season 2. What season are we in? Can I get word?
Let me
3?
see real quick. Season 2.
2. Okay, so we're in season 2?
Yeah.
Season 1 then.
Season
There's
2.
a lot
race
of changes, so I was gonna
Yes.
say.
And I just got hired by C Sports to commentate for the rest of the season. As y'all formerly saw me at Michigan, my last race, I was the 38 car, and I believe I got a top 5 out of that race.
I was in the booth, so
Yes,
you guys
you
aren't
were.
gonna escape me or Hunter anytime soon. So
No, which tomorrow night it's back. Bubbles Cup Season 5 is back. We are excited for that. And you'll see me and Marcus and some of these other guys that are in the IndyCar series racing that race tomorrow night from the high banks of Daytona. 90 laps, that's going to be very exciting to watch. And as we are back underway, you see Cutter making a pass immediately on, I believe that's Little Man. He makes a really good pass there, got a good reaction time. Now they're going to head down the front straightaway and roar into turn 1.
here comes Brown. Brown gonna maybe make a move to the inside. Chance maybe. Will anyone try to make a pass? No, they're gonna keep a single file. Brown going
Carter
wide
with the
though.
pass around the outside of Anthony. That was unbelievable. What a pass by Carter. 3 wide in the back. Oh, big check up there.
Back
Huge
up front,
pickup.
Ford going on the outside. Gonna make a pass on Agent. Maybe he's trying the outside.
Brown,
He actually made it work.
inside. Not to interrupt you, but Brown threw it around the inside of Chance there.
Oh, two overtakes in 1 second. Damn.
That was crazy, man. I'm telling y'all. There's a lot of action. You need cameras all over the place. You see Agent making a move. He's gonna throw it in and make it stick. Oh, contact!
Oh, it's
big
Kyle.
crash in
Oh
turn
my God!
one.
Kyle is out. Oh, Agent is out. Agent Rex.
Agent is out of the race now. Big crash in turn 1 and 2.
What?
Just too close there for comfort there, I believe, is what happened there.
What? And we're gonna see who's actually out. Just word, Chance and Cut are completely out of the race. Their wreck was completely. So word is
Getting word that Agent has tapped the wall, but Cut couldn't do anything. He just got squeezed. According to the radio from Cut, that's very, very disappointing there from Cut.
Man.
And we'll get word with him, if we're allowed to here, once we get the chance to. So Agent is still in the race.
Well. It's only lap 18. We lost 3 drivers. So
Yeah. And like I said like I said last night during practice, endurance is going to be key, so is survival. Because you're going to need both of those and good strategy as well. As Michael said, we could be racing tonight. We could be racing to darkness. Who knows?
heavy on the survival. People are there's gonna be a lot more maybe close calls this night.
As Fearless is going to be back on the lead lap after his connection issues there.
That's good.
And I believe we are green this time. I'm not sure yet from race control. We are green this time, as I cannot see any of the messages whatsoever because I have my free cam set up to a blimp view, so that if there's a crash all the way in the back, I can immediately let you all know. Which is a smart idea. Very smart.
Very smart.
You always got to think outside of that box.
As they get ready to get going, coming to what is this called again? A little straightaway
Start zone. The short shoot in turn 3. We should be getting the green flag any second here.
As we wait, drivers aching to just start going.
And we're down to a 11 car field just like that. And the green flag is back out from Indy. And you see people getting good starts here. As you see they're going so wide. Here comes the little man in a hurry. What will he do as they head into turn 1?
That is not that is Brown. Brown gonna keep that lead, giving little man that dirty air.
Look at Dorn Dino's getting here. Dino to the inside of the corner, I believe.
Yes.
He heads down the back straightaway. 3 wide there. Look at Agent. What a move. 3 wide through the middle as they headed towards turn 3.
Dino completes the pass.
Cars checking up back there. Yeah, they were checking up a lot back there. So we head off of 4 riders in the wall. Oh, he collects Spring!
Oh, no,
Spring is
Spring!
into the wall!
And he's in pits, though. Will that be any caution?
And the caution is out. I think he might have hit a wall pop. Yeah, he just hit the wall. I watched the broadcast. Yeah. That's unfortunate for Spring there.
Man.
And we're getting word that Ryder is going to have another drive-through penalty here. And Spring is out of the Bubbles 325 after 21 laps in.
It's four cars and 21 laps. Wow.
Not many people are going to finish this race. And I kind of figured that.
I mean, hey, it's still a long race, so you never know. They might get a stand. Now that they know that there's 4 cars out of it, and they have very high chance to wreck out, they might play it safe now. Let's hope.
As I'm looking on the stream, there's 40 people watching the stream. And I don't know if that's beating the record for the most people that's watched a stream in Bubbles Studios or not. Correct me on that one, Michael. Too short. 42, and when did that happen? And when did that happen? When did we have the most views watch? Wow, the peak was 89.
Is they back green?
Let's receive, yeah. So we're back green. And I believe I was in that race too. I believe. I can't remember. Ryder starting his drive-through. I believe Ryder
also.
Train is pitting. Ryder has to serve his drive-through. That's very interesting here. So you see Brown there gives up the spot to Agent as we head through turn 2. Wait, no, that might be Little Man in a Hurry. Yeah, that's Little Man. Sorry there.
Wait. All these blue cars are confusing.
That is Agent. Sorry. Brown.
Agent makes a move on Ford.
Nearly like the same. Oh, that's tight
Agent
there.
made it.
Yes, he did. He made that move stick, and now he's back out front in the Bubbles 325. He's got a good lead here, too. Little Man in the wall there. That's going to give Dino some good momentum here. As you see Brown all the way to the wall. He went all the way to the wall.
Carter. Nope. They don't do it. They might as well just keep it in single file. They don't want to wreck out.
Yes, sir. They do not want to wreck out because then their hopes and dreams will be crushed out of the window. So you see Brown popped the wall there off of 2. And with...
And Train, drive-through penalty for an incorrect pit exit.
That is unfortunate. With Indy, you have to take the access road through 1 and 2, and he's going to go a lap down. As we should be seeing more green flag pit stops here shortly. As the fuel run is, really I believe,
from Train adds.
Whoa!
Here comes Brown. No, he's not doing it. He's not.
That was a very close call, but back to what I was saying with the pit fuel window. I believe it is somewhere between 27 to 30 laps, which is just like real-life Indy. Correct me on that one, Michael, if I'm correct there. As you see here, down the back straightaway, the field goes Carter, I believe. No, Ford. Sorry. Ford looking to the inside. He peeks his nose. He doesn't get it. Little Man in the grass there.
Yeah, these target cars are really going to get you confused. They're both red, and you can't really... There's not any distinguishable thing. No, I know. I'm saying.
Chicken Ashley doing strong here. As you see Brown making a move to the inside. He backs out of that last second. And look at Ford. He is all over Agent as he wants to take control of this race. Side by side between Little Man and Dino. Yeah, I was about to mention that. Dino must have hit the wall or something there. So you see now Ford making the move to the inside of Agent. He's going to make it stick into turn 3. Brown has to back out of that. He has to check up there. Man, he's so close to his gearbox.
They're doing a lot for how many cars have already wrecked out. I mean, you'd think they'd go a little easy, but this top 4 are just battling. Here comes Brown.
Yep, Brown making the move, and these guys are the best of the best here in the series. So, these guys kind of know what they're doing, and they have experience on this racetrack and with this package.
As Brown going to make a move on Ford. Brown makes it. He makes it.
Oh, he's nearly in the wall. What a pass there. As you see Ford angriously trying to get back by him here.
There he is, he's doing it again.
Drive through out of nowhere as you see Ford makes the pass on Brown again.
Oh, Anthony Anderson wrecking in the back, and that is him out. No, he's not. Never mind his tire. It looked like his tire was weird, but Anthony completely saves it, and he's okay.
I have no idea what happened there. I had my blimp focused on the back part of the field. Wait, he's out of fuel! He's out of fuel!
Who was? Hunter?
Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't have the telemetry open. Something's weird going on with Anthony here.
Both of us have instructions. Brown makes a pass on Ford. Can he complete it? He's not. Maybe. No, he does. No, he doesn't. Wait. No, yes, he does now.
It's absolute chaos everywhere across the speedway here. As this is a very big track. The biggest oval that these guys will go to, I believe, the whole season here. As you see Ford making the pass back around Brown, these guys are just slingshotting each other here. That's very common that you see in Indy. Dino in the wall there. I could barely see that out of my eyeballs there from the blimp. Dino's pitting.
As Brown makes a weird move and goes into the end of his little tail light. Diffuser, there it is, diffuser. Attenuator, never mind.
So you see these 5 cars with Fearless just hanging around. Here comes Agent out of nowhere. He's gonna make the pass.
Agent complete it.
Agent's back into the lead of the Bubbles 325. And you
Not
see,
for long though. Here comes Ford.
And you see Dino merging back on the racetrack. He's gonna be a lap down though. He would have
Ford
to hope for
makes
a
the
yellow.
pass off Agent, and he's gonna make it. He clears him.
Cleanly done in a turn 1 there. That was the cleanest pass we've seen here, and we've seen a lot of them, but that was one of the cleanest. And you see Dino, he just blends in right there. So Ford is gonna get his draft.
Motor going into dirty air.
And you see Little Man there, he's gonna make the pass, I believe, on Brown. Brown's just falling back here.
I think they're all falling back. Ford pulled away a little bit.
As we're working lap 31 out of 130. There's 100 laps to go here. So it has been a very eventful start to this race. And I mean, you just see these guys just single file saving fuel, knowing that they're gonna have to pit soon. And going from 220 to 60 is very hard to do. It takes a lot of precise, and you have to be so perfect, or otherwise you're gonna get a drive-through penalty, which is big. So once this cycle's out, I believe, I'm not sure who the leader would be. I believe it would still be Ford here.
Who knows?
We'll figure that out once we get there here. As it is 8:48 on the East Coast here. Sun's going down over here on the East Coast. And like I said, hope.
Oh, man, Rex!
Oh!
And he saved it from a wall pop, so that wouldn't have gotten him out, I meant, but he saved it.
I believe there's no damage on the car. So we'll keep it green, which was very, very impressive.
Oh, Agent makes the pass on Ford. Ford making another pass on Agent. Side by side, coming into turn number 3. Ford's gonna make it. Wow, these two are just battling it out.
Yes, this is the most entertaining battle we've seen out on track so far here. And not to mention, there is 43 people watching the stream now, and we have a couple of people speaking Spanish as well. So it's cool to see foreign countries in the chat. And I'm sure in the game as well. As I believe we have, let's see, Anthony is, what, he's a Forhian? No, wait. Anthony is a, I know Anthony is the only non-American driver that's in this field that isn't from America, and Brown's another one, so we have several countries represented and a lot of states represented here in today's field.
I was gonna say also, just to
really?
remind you,
I did not know that.
On the C Sports Broadcasting Group channel, there is, or Spanish, I don't know, what, there is a Spanish commentary going on. So if you are from, Agent spins out, hits a wall,
will he save it?
and he saves
Yes,
it.
he will.
It might as well come into pits.
What a save there from Agent, but if he comes into pit, he's going to lose time though. So you want to keep that in mind.
He's not, I mean, would have been funny, but I mean, man, then that ruins that battle up front, and that spreads out the whole field completely.
Yes, but don't worry though, Agent will get back up there in no time. He knows how to run Indy pretty good. So do all these drivers. But it's just who can survive and stay out of harm's way will be your winner tonight.
And also, going back to that thingy again before I got cut off by Agent. On the C Broadcasting Group, Round Pits, the C Broadcasting Group is they do have a Spanish commentary. So if you're from a foreign, you speak Spanish, if you know, go to that.
As I am listening in the background of the producer, there you can literally hear the Spanish commentary, which is very interesting. As I was wondering before the race started, as we moved into the live event chat, I saw a alternate commentary. I wonder what that was for. And that's so cool that we have a non-English version commentary of this race. I thought we'd never see that, but here we are.
As back to the race, Ford catching up on lap traffic with Dino and Brown. Brown recently came out of pits.
Yes, and Ford is going to be coming in any minute, and so will his Chip Ganassi teammate Carter here. And I talked with Carter before the race. He said he's got really good pit entry, so we'll see how he manages that in race conditions here. So we're working 38 laps. Or 39 laps, sorry. Before y'all know it, we'll be halfway through this race. It goes by fast. So we're getting word that Ford has 13%, so he's going to come in pretty shortly, I believe, here. Ryder pitting. So we are expecting... Well, Little Man has 15. Agent is at 13. So we weren't expecting the field to go this long, weren't we, Marcus?
I did not expect it to go this long. We were so off on what you said.
Calculations. We were so
into the wall.
Wrong on our calculations here, and Ford has a big lead too. He's got a 3-second lead.
I think top 5 are the only people who need to pit in the pit cycle.
And there's a battle. Yeah. And it is required to signal that you're pitting. And yep.
And
So is Carter.
and Ford are pitting.
Chick Ganassi teammates are pitting together. Let's see what happens here. And like I said, you got to go down from like 220 to 60. Here they come.
See them. Here they come. Can they do it right? Ford. Perfect
Look at Carter.
entry.
That was
Same with
beautiful by Carter.
And this gives the little man the lead now, which I believe he might be coming in pretty soon.
Soon, yes, pretty soon. That was beautiful by Carter. As I am sure he will gain time on Ford here.
Wow, Carter. As they both get out of pits.
I think Carter did beat Ford off of pit road.
No, it was not Ford. Ford in front.
With these cars, yeah, I know. With these cars, fuel is critically important because it can affect your pit stop time. And where do they blend back in? They blend back in behind Brown and Dino, I believe that is. But the real question is, when will Little Man, Agent, and Fearless pit? Is that is gonna? Did Anthony pit already?
Anthony.
We have, and I believe
is
Anthony's
pitting currently.
still out. There he is. He's on pit road now. I was about to say, has Anthony pitted yet?
From what it says, Lil Man and Agent are both below 5% of fuel, so they should be coming in probably this lap.
time.
And Fearless has 40%.
Man, Fearless has a very interesting strategy here. Exactly.
Yeah, so Fearless, how's that gonna work?
Fearless disc. So, just an update here from the producer. As you see, Agent going down pit road. Fearless has a big advantage because he had to rejoin. So if the caution were to come out, it would be a mandatory pit stop.
So he will lose his lead and drive through Agent.
Oh!
I was gonna say, I was looking at the telemetry. Yeah, he did not get it. He was like 90 when he went into pits.
That is very unfortunate for Agent here. You just hate to see mistakes like that happen in this early in the race. Little Man is coming into pit road.
Now. And he does it really early. He's not trying to get that thing. Same with Fearless.
Okay, so we will not have a mandatory pit stop under the caution flag then, which is fair. This is going to be very interesting to see who the leader is going to be here. It's going to be really close.
It's Ford and Carter. Ford and Carter, I believe they might be, or if they can get out quick enough.
Here comes Fearless. Here comes Fearless and Little Man out of the pit road.
But here comes Ford and Carter. Ford and Carter coming to the line.
They're going to beat them. They're going to beat them out. Yes, they will. An Agent serving his drive-thru now. And you just see teamwork is crucial here. As you see, just Ford and Carter just dominating this field right now. And teamwork is success. As you see, Agent back out on track from his drive-through penalty here.
That basically ends the cycle of pit road pit stops.
The first pit stop, I believe, of 3 that we'll see today here.
I don't think we're going to see any more passes as they're just going to conserve We're coming to 50. We're coming to lap 50. So,
And not to mention, there's Ryder, I believe, entering turn 1 right now, and ahead of him, there's of like 3 other cars that are closely together. So that might come into play here in a little while. Yeah, they're saving fuel, I believe. So they can spend less time on pit road here.
looking on the telemetries, Ford is not saving at all.
Yeah, when you're the leader, yeah, it's very hard to save fuel in these cars when you're the leader. Very, very difficult, from experience from me.
Same with Carter, though. Carter isn't saving.
Carter's right there on him. I don't know if Carter's going to make a pass here, or if he's just going to ride behind his teammate.
He's been standing by.
Oh, here we go.
Ford left him by.
Carter to the lead now. Yep, the slingshot strategy is very big as well in IndyCar. That can help you pull away a lot.
As the next guy is Dino in third.
Yes, they're trying to slingshot. Ford and Carter are trying to slingshot each other so they can pull away from Dino.
The closest guy to them is Dino Guy. Dino Guy had pit a lot earlier than the other people. So he's at 47% fuel.
So he's halfway through the fuel run right now. And working lap 50. This race is going down pretty quickly as there's 80. We're coming to 80 laps to go here from Indy.
Sports.
And the time in game is going down, so you never know. These guys could deal with some lighting issues later on in the race, which would be very interesting to watch. As I'm watching a 3-car pack here in the back, that is between Anthony, Little Man, and Agent.
That is Anthony Train and Agent.
Anthony Train and Agent. Sorry about that. If it can get confusing here to see who's who. And I believe Dino's catching that front group of cars there.
Dino is slowly catching to the Chip Ganassi cars.
Ooh, Agent thought for P8. Thinks not to. Yep, they're swapping up front here. As there's just battles pretty much everywhere across the racetrack here. Agent again decides not to pass Train for P8. Is he going to do it here in a turn 3 here? Let's see. No! Agent decides not to again. Oh, Dino's around! We got issues on the back straightaway.
And Dino saves no damage.
I have no clue what just happened there.
Fourth.
Now Frios needs to be careful here. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Well, if nothing interesting happens, I'll just watch the leaders again.
Everyone's
Look at that!
To spread out a lot more.
And Dino are side by side here, down the back straightaway. So are Carter and Ford entering turn 3.
Ford makes
Beautiful
the
pass. That was clean. As I'm getting aerial shots here from above the racetrack, way above the racetrack, where I can see the whole racetrack. And you see they're slingshotting each other again here. Agent making a move on Anthony. That is for P7. He gets by. Clean move by Agent. As this is the longest green flag run of the day here. I believe we went back green on lap... Can't remember, but it was like somewhere early. Like lap 10 or 11, I can't remember. Been that long of a green flag run. So we have 10 cars on racetrack, 4 DNFs. They're slingshotting each other again here, up in the front.
The two Chip
I'm
Ganassi
pretty
cars
sure
definitely.
Yes, they've been dominant.
Yeah, definitely. They timed it perfectly, and they're making the strategy work.
Yes, they are. And I believe Dino is in, or sorry, not Dino, Brown is in their draft. I'm pretty sure he is.
I think so, yeah. So it's going to also give him dirty air.
So it's just a big dirty air train here for the front 6 cars. Well, obviously Luger doesn't have dirty air right now because, well, he could here shortly because Ryder is being really slow. And Anthony makes the pass on
An Agent.
Oh!
Dino guy into the wall.
Oh,
Little Man into the wall. None of them. They spun no damage for either Little Man or Dino.
I think Agent has, Little Man has damage. I can see his wing in turn 3.
He doesn't. He has only front nose damage. He doesn't have damage that could get him out. Luckily.
And now this race is about to get very, very, very chaotic here. As that was the longest. We have a drive-through penalty, I believe, for Dino. As this completes our longest green flag run of the day and our 3rd yellow of the race. We're getting word that it was a wall pop from Dino. I believe I'm getting a couple rumbles of thunder outside my window right now. It is storming and I am under a severe warning. That's awesome. Don't you love it when Mother Nature strikes your home? Don't y'all love it? It's the best feeling ever.
As they get ready to go back green, and they're green.
Green flags back out. Green, green, green. Good restart by the whole field as you see Brown thought about making a move. Look at that, they're 2x2 back there in the back, but they decide to single file now as they head their way towards turn 1. Pack seems clean. As we head through turn 2, Brown up to P3. As they're all single file, Brown, ooh!
It's Carter. Oh, they're blocking Brown. He can't go anywhere.
He can't go anywhere. He's gonna have to be stuck to the outside, and Brown is in the wall.
Oh, but Ford shoved him.
I believe that was... Yeah, Agent had to check out because of that. And Carter's got a huge lead as they head towards turn 1, and look at... Fearless!
Here comes Dino.
He's stuck
finally showing out.
Outside. Man, these guys are racing right now. That's what you want to see. Oh, Fearless might have just kissed the wall a little bit off of 2 there. That was really close for Fearless.
I believe Train is coming into pits now. He's got 9% of fuel. So,
Oh, Dino's high. He got a little bit high there. Agent's gonna go around him, I believe. Oh, Agent's tight too. As you see Train entering pit road now.
Still single filed out.
Very clean there. Oh, yep, Fearless in the wall. He's going to lose a lot of momentum there as he's going to fall back, I believe. And Dino.
Dino into the wall, too. Dino loses 2 spots.
It looks like he's coming into pit.
Dino has 21% fuel.
That's kind of early to pit, though. Let's see what he can do with that, though. Try not to miss your braking markers. Ooh, he almost hit that pit road continuator. That was close.
He made it good, though. As back up in the lead, top 3, Brown, Ford. Brown starting to push at these Chip Ganassi cars.
Like we said, Chip Ganassi have been very dominant the whole race so far here. They are in somebody's dirty air. I believe that might be...
That's Train.
Train, yeah. And Dino's coming off of pit road now. Whoa! Careful on the front straightaway. That was close there between Ford and Brown. Ford is doing everything he can.
Comes low man
to stop Brown from passing. And Dino is going to blend ahead of Train on the racetrack. Dirtier for everybody now, except for Dino. And you see there, Carter, he got tight as he's hit that dirty air now. As we're going to go on board with the agent here. Special camera there. The only one available for the whole race.
Agent taking a look at his telemetry, got 55% fuel, trailing in 5th place.
He's having a solid day. Very solid day. You see Brown, he's running a cleaner line there through turn 4. He's running about half a lane lower or so he can get some clean air. But with everybody in the dirty air except for Dino, it's really hard to manage that. Carter's really slow. Seems like his car does not like the dirty air, Marcus. What's Ford gonna do here?
Ford maybe make a move coming off on the turn 3.
He thinks better about it. That's gonna have to check up Brown though. Brown might have to check up a little bit. Side by side.
Oh,
in the turn 3, Brown is gonna get by Ford for P2. Now he might be trying to go for the lead here. Driving some on-track action here from Indy. Carter snaking.
Brown
around the outside. Into turn 1. He's tight. He's very tight. Here comes Ford out of nowhere. Look at Agent. Early inside. 2 by 2. This is fantastic racing here from Indy.
Carter
shuffled back. He shuffled back to 5th here. These guys are turning up the wind here from Indy, knowing that we're halfway through and could be possibly racing nighttime here. That was certainly chaos there for a couple of laps. Exactly. It ain't over until it's over. That was crazy racing for about a lap or 2. Most action we've seen since the restart, I believe. Very, very chaotic. And you just see them now. They're just riding now. Oh! Little man!
There's Agent who punts.
Agent. And Carter, I believe that is. Yes.
Agent, giving spots back now.
For avoidable contact there. As this has been a very, very, very enjoyable race so far. She's long green flag runs and seeing how pit strategy plays out. That's what you want on an IndyCar oval race, and of course road courses as well. As you see here, Brown now, he's nearly on the attenuator of forward here. He thinks better. Oh, I got a crash on pit road. Ryder is into the wall.
Oh no!
I am not sure what happened there. I believe he might have hit the wall or something. But caution is out on lap 69.
What that is, that looks like it's another DNF. Until we get official word. And it was a wall pop, they said. Ryder states, but he's got to get a clip. Or some other alibi. He said it was a wall pop, but there's no alibi yet.
Like I said, I could hardly tell if he had a bump or not because my free cam is set so high in the air, I can't tell. Oh, we got a clip from Oscar. I believe Oscar was right in front of this when it happened. Or he had his free cam set up somewhere to where he could see it happen. Yep, wall pop confirmed, according to clips from various people that are in the game watching the race. Yes, it did. And now pit strategy is going to be very, very interesting here. Because that saved the dyno and train.
The dyno and train.
Yes, it saved them both. Now I believe we might be green this time, I'm not sure. Oh, and I think Ryder might get a penalty here. As you saw him there, he just merged right back onto the racetrack when he is not supposed to do that. And there are 45 people watching the stream as it's 45 for me. Mine is low.
There it is. Ryder gets a drive-through penalty.
And and on the YouTube, Michael has turned on subscriber-only mode for 20 minutes or longer. Only subscribers of 20 minutes or longer can send messages. I'm gonna refresh the stream. And we'll be green this time. Yes, it is. Now we don't let the viewers know. What do y'all think of the race so far, the on-track product? Let us know in the chat below. And we're back underway from the yard of bricks. As you see, everybody gets a decently restart here. You see little agent around the outside of little man there. Ryder serving his drive-through penalty immediately. As you see Brown defending from Carter, big check up into turn one, huge check up in turn one. What a pass from Dino around the outside. He can't make it stick though. Gonna be in the wall off of turn two. These restarts are chaotic. And as this race goes on more and more, you're going to see that happen, as there is 80 laps to go here. Laps are going to start ticking down very fast. Anthony in the wall. Yep, as you see Lil Man making a pass on Carter, that is for P4. He's going to make it stick. Now Carter's got to be careful because Dino's approaching him really fast. Here comes Dino on the inside of Carter. Through turn 2. They're still side by side down the back straightaway. And Dino's going to lose that because he's not getting enough momentum. You want momentum here in these cars to make passes work. As you see Brown nearly on the attenuator. Ryder's having another drive-through. Incorrect pit exit. Yep, Brown, battle for the lead. Brown around the outside of Ford. He backs out of that. That was really scary there. Look at Agent. Agent's here to pounce. Thinks better. He might try to pass him here into turn 3. So you're on board with the Agent. Turn 3 and turn 1's a good passing opportunity. Pretty much anywhere he is here. But Agent decides to back out of that. Smart move by his part there. Oh! Brown is tight there. Whoa! I don't know if you had to check up a lot there or something. But Train is in the wall. He's going to lose that spot to Fearless, as Fearless is up to P7 now. Whoa! We're getting word that Ford has a drive-through penalty. I'm not sure for what, though. Illegal blocking. A late reaction to a block from Ford, so he's gonna have to serve a drive-through, the most dominant car of the race at the moment as well. He's got to serve that drive-through. Look at Brown! Oh! Three wide of that, gonna work. Oh, crash! Huge crash! Oh my word! I believe that is Agent. That's Little Man. Red flag is displayed on the speedway, as it is the big one at Indy. Oh my word! Terrible crash from Agent. Or from Little Man, sorry. I get the two brothers confused. That it happens. That was a terrifying crash. And we're getting word if it was a brake check, Little Man is not out of the race. He's out, yeah, because Brown lost momentum. Yeah, he just didn't have enough. He had time to react. He just didn't react enough.
Wow.
And that is a big wreck for Agent here. Or sorry, Little Man. If we
Little Man, it was a huge wreck.
And once Little Man's available, if he wants to have an interview with us, he can. Oh, he just shut off his PC. We're getting a word from, as he's raged. But hey, look, at least he's gonna get a point in this race.
Just a single point.
Barely, just a point. As we're doing the F1 format this season for IndyCar and for the upcoming Bubbles Cup. So that's gonna be exciting to watch as well.
Definitely.
As you see the drivers there, they're out of pit road. And this race has just been a classic so far. We've only had 4 cautions, a lot of green flag laps. At least over half laps.
5 DNFs.
Yeah, 5 DNFs. At least half of the race so far. All the laps that we've ran has been green, which is fantastic. That's what you want. And we are going to be green this time as we're down to 9 cars left in this race. Running order is going to be Ford, Agent, Brown, Dino, Fearless, Carter, Train, Anthony, and Ryder. These guys are going about 60 miles an hour or so.
Doesn't Ford has to do a drive-through penalty, right?
Yes.
So
That's what I'm thinking Ford might do.
that's
And
gonna
the green
ruin him,
flag
though.
is back out!
We're
You
gonna
don't know
find
about
out.
that, Marcus. It might not ruin his race because he might get a lucky caution here. Yep, he's going to go down in service drive-through, yep. So we're back underway. That's going to give Agent the lead. Look at Dino. He's going to... Yep.
Bunch up
Look
back
at Dino.
here.
He backs... He gives Fearless the spot. Oh, boy. That's straight up in the wall.
Train. That's Train and Ryder.
Train and Ryder are both in the wall there in turn 1. And look at Anthony. He's going to pounce on that opportunity and get by Train.
And back up front, Brown's trying to maybe make a move on Age, and he goes to the
Here
outside.
comes Brown around the
Coming to
outside.
turn
They're behind
3.
them.
He doesn't do
They're side by
it.
side. The crossover by Fearless. Yep, Dino's on the wall. Fearless reacted to that, knowing that he's going to hit the wall, so he went down to the bottom. Brown needs to be careful here. Fearless needs to be careful. This is just chaos here at the Yard of Bricks. As we're on board with Fearless. So you see, here he's on the outside of Brown. Oh, 3 wide. That was tight. Fearless
That
can
screwed up
recover from
Fearless
that.
bad.
Now we're on board with Carter here as he's setting P4, and you're getting a look of his telemetry here. These guys are going pretty fast, but Carter will have to pit soon by himself. Brown's pitting. That was
Brown is coming
unexpected.
in.
Brown is pitting. So is Ryder. Ryder also came in. So we're starting to get into the second cycle of pit stops, and I believe there's going to be one more. I believe there's going to be one more cycle after this here. Carter's going to go down this time.
As they're catching up. Dino in that dirty air just does not know how to do it. Hits the wall.
Yep. Carter's going to pit, so... And Carter's been very clean on pit road entry. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. And look at Dino. That caution that happened a few laps ago. After that long green flag run saved him. Where's Ryder going to blame him back in? Ooh, that was close there from Ryder. I saw 2 tires off the white line. That was really close. And now Agent is going to be in Brown's dirty air shortly, I believe, here.
Not really. No, Brown is far.
Yeah, Agent, you're the fitting winner of the 325. He's a big favor here. According... Yep. Fearless making a move. There. Oh, that's close. He's in the wall. Yep. Agent's got to be in. I believe that is Ford's dirty air.
Carter.
Yeah. Avoid that dirty air and kind of save fuel in the car a little bit too, because I'm pretty sure he's in dirty air right now. He's got to be.
What it looks like Agent is saving currently to maybe save his fuel. He's at 19% with Dino behind him at 56%.
Dino's going to have a huge fuel advantage here. So the strategy is flipped in this race a lot. Agent's a big save. So Dino might want to make the pass here shortly. as we're getting word that the progression of the day is going by. According to the...
Here comes Dino!
Yep.
Dino makes the move!
Dino to the race lead now. And like we said at the beginning of this broadcast, this race could finish before lap 130. It could. You never know.
In the back, I think Train made a move on Anthony.
Yes, he did. Just looked at the stream replay and looked at my blimp. Oh, he's tight.
Oh.
Really tight.
Anthony.
And Anthony's going to get that spot back. So we're back on board with Agent here. Agent really saving fuel in that car. As I'm looking, Carter is by himself a long way back. He is on the front straightaway as the field is halfway down the back straightaway.
Correction
And he's
on
a half a
that,
lap down.
Carter is with Brown. That is Ford all the way back there.
Oh, that is Ford, sorry. I get those two confused a lot. It's hard to tell who's who. I'm so high above the racetrack. Agent is really, really saving the fuel in his cars. He's down to 13% fuel. John, with the universal cam on the side pod, that's a new cam that's been introduced here. No caution. Dino is in the wall. No caution. Just the front wing. And nobody. Oh, Anthony's pitting. That's Anthony pitting. Now, if that
was really weird.
Yep, he did. Yes, he did. Now, if that wing were to get on the racing line, I'm pretty sure that would be a caution. But I'm pretty sure no one's going to run that high anyway.
I was gonna say, Dino keeps messing up on that turn. He hit it earlier, and he did a while ago. He actually did.
Agent in the wall.
They both hit the wall as Dino gonna make a pass again into the inside.
What a
He made
move
it
there. These two are racing hard for the lead here. Dino with the broken front wing. This is impressive here. Now, where does Anthony blend in here? Agent in the wall again.
As Anthony's going to come out in front of him.
Anthony's going to blend in front. Yes, he will. Agent's going to be pitting within the next lap or two. Dino still has maybe another... He's got about another 20 laps or so before he can pit again. Strategy is interesting in this race. We have, what, 3 different strategies going on? Potentially? Yeah, 3. This is very, very interesting here. That puts a lot of stress into the drivers' heads with calculating the fuel by themselves. Because keep in mind, there is no spotters whatsoever. I believe that front wing of Dino is on the racing line now, but they're still going to call a no caution yet. Oh boy, will Agent have enough? Will Agent have enough to make it around? That's the big question here. See if him and Fearless dip down this time here.
They're not. Agent's going to save it. He's going to continue to save.
He's going to have to save a lot. He's checking up a lot. Let's see what Agent does here. He decides to stay out. Oh boy. He's risking it. If he runs out of fuel, that's going to be bad for him this late unless if he gets yellow.
He gets 2%.
I don't think he can make it. I don't see him making it across the racetrack. He's gonna have to save a lot down this back straightaway.
He's gassed right now. All gas. 1% now.
He's gonna have
He's
to,
definitely
Michael.
gonna pit in this time.
He has to.
Here he goes. Can he make it though? He will.
He's
He
gonna
didn't
take that
speed this
first
time, which is
stall.
good.
But we have 5 strategies now, I'd assume. 4 to 5 now. Just up ahead, Fearless is pitting, and just ahead we have Anthony, Brown, and I believe Carter. Yep,
Carter.
in a group of cars, in a little train of cars. So that might be the race lead, I'd assume. Once Dino pits.
Fearless. Fearless comes in as Ryder's at 72.
Yep. So now we just gotta wait for Dino and Train to pit again. As now, I believe there is 40 laps to go in the race now. Coming. Fearless is gonna stay behind, but he's gonna lose a lap to Dino and Train as of right now. But they still have to pit though.
But the question is when?
Yeah. Dino's losing time because he keeps hitting the wall. I'm wondering if that wing affecting his downforce here.
Yeah. Dino keeps
lag.
messing up. He's been messing up this whole time. This
Ford has pitted again. Yeah.
hits it again. Dino into the wall again. He's got no dirty air, but he's messing up a lot with 28% fuel as Fearless and Train start catching up. Fearless a lap down. Here comes Ford coming out of pit.
Yep, Ford out of pit right now. Now he's 2 laps down.
Train with Fearless getting that draft that's letting Train get it. It's going to the outside. Train.
Carter's pitting.
He
I believe Carter's pitting.
keeps it back. That is Carter in pits. And Train fell back a little bit now. As Train and Dino both running similar strategies. The Train might be a little faster than Dino.
I think he is because
Is
that front
definitely.
wing, is it's got to be hurting Dino. Yeah, and Train is following Fearless's line perfectly.
And Ryder into the wall in the back. These are
Ryder
messing
noticed
up a
that.
lot today.
Oh!
Oh, contact with Fearless.
It's his lap
That
back.
puts Dino behind Train, and Train takes the lead. Dino is
What is
lagging,
that?
it looks like.
Oh, he's lagging. Dino's lagging.
Into the wall. Dino got to get going before he jumps out.
Dino's hopes and dreams of the 325 might be shattered here. Dino's gonna be a lap down, but he's getting it going again here. The caution.
Dino DNF, they said. No. Race control, just no. It says.
And the caution could help Dino. but who knows?
Yeah, well, there's a lot that has to happen as Train slowly catching up, or I mean Ford slowly catching up to Train. As there's that whole pack there, that's Agent, Anthony, and Brown on turn 1.
Oh, Anthony's wide.
Ryder comes out of pits in front of Agent, Anthony, and Brown.
Okay.
4-car battle.
I don't know how Fuel's going to play out here. I'm excited to see how the end of this race is going to play out. Because if it goes green, Train's going to win this. I believe.
No, but then again, you got to factor in he's at 18%. Yeah, that could run out quick. He's not saving.
Train, it needs to be perfect here. Because he can't afford to waste time as he has a monster right now. And you see that big, as you see it in front of Fearless in the distance, that's second place right there. That big group, Agent, Brown, and Anthony, that's the battle for second right there.
As Train looks like starting to lift. I mean, then again, he's behind 5 cars with. Is going to give him the max dirty air, but he's got to push through it.
Yeah. Train, I believe. Yep, he's spinning in. Train's spinning in.
If Train can make it maybe perfect, he might shuffle out with them.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I don't think. You don't want to cut it too close and risk a speeding penalty. Ooh!
He does it. He makes it perfect.
Beautiful.
He's gonna get an amazing stop. Let's go.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure everybody has to pit again except for him. Yes, he can make it to the end full push. Yes.
Taking a look back at Agent Brown and Anthony on the short chute
Here
now,
comes
coming
the
to
pack.
turn 4. They're
Here
coming onto the front stretch now. Train is out now. Train is out while they hit the front stretch.
This might be very interesting, guys. We might have a crazy race on our hands here for the lead. He's out of pit road.
He's not going to.
No way. He's going to beat them.
No,
he's going to beat the field.
170. 180. And he did it.
Train is ahead of the pack. What a pit road from Train. Beautiful. Now he can make it through the rest of the way. That's what I was. They're still going to have to pit one more time. I think Train can go all the way. And he's going to win this race off of strategy. Can you believe that?
I mean, hey, Hunter, then again, anything can happen. I know I say that a lot, but seriously, anything can happen.
Train could happen as well, and he could do a J.R. Hildebrand. You never know.
As Brown making a move on Agent, he's not going to make it, though.
Yeah, I was about. They're going to wreck back here, so it ain't over until it's over. And these guys are getting a good show here that are watching in the game.
They're pushing. Agent, Brown, and Anthony are all pushing now.
I believe Agent is back to the lead here.
Ryder, who is a lapped car, is giving them draft, but also dirty air.
Yes.
So that might affect Agent, Brown, and Anthony. That's Brown. Brown is the lowest of fuel at 41%. And there's 30 laps. He's going to have to pit at least one.
But it's questionable behind Train to see who can make it to the end here. Very questionable. 40 laps. I think everybody can make it. It's going to be really tight.
They're going to be pushing, so who knows?
This is going to be an exciting race to the end here. We have a big group of cars here. We have 2 lap cars in the mix. I believe that's Ryder and then Ford back there. So really, it's just a 5-car race right now.
I mean, hey. I mean, then again, that Ryder and the lap cars could end up making something happen. I mean, it happened in the IRO Indy 500 where the lap cars basically ruined that finish. You never know what could happen with Ryder, as Ryder's starting to slowly catch up to Train.
Yes. Oh! Look at behind them there! Brown and Agent are close together here. But Brown, I don't think can make it though. He's gonna have to pit. Fearless making a move on Anthony. That's for
up front. Ryder making a pass on Train.
Oh, he's gonna fight back.
He's letting him go by though.
Anthony in the wall. Here comes Ford, the other lap car now.
Makes the pass and clears him. Here comes Ryder again.
Well,
Ryder charging up for a move.
The big question is, how will this race change if we get a late race yellow? How is that going to work here? Yeah, there's 25 laps to go here.
Brown getting into the rear end of Agent. He's just right there. He's right behind
close.
him.
It's going to be really close. Back to what I was saying with the late race yellow. Everybody might back be in if we get a late race yellow, but I'm not too sure though. And Brown's trying to find every inch of clean air he can here. And also to keep this in mind, Train's a rookie. I believe he raced to Michigan, so this is his second start in the...
But also, Train would be the first rookie to win in the Bubble through 25. But also, he literally got his super license from qualifying in the Bubble through 25 qualifying. So he got in specifically for this race and might win it.
Oh. Yes, he should have. He's risking his race right now. Yep.
Ryder makes the pass as Agent is closing in.
Yep,
this is not going to be Train's race alone.
He's going to have to go for... Oh, contact is made nearly. I don't know if they touched or not.
He made the pass. Ryder going to do it again. He has to back out.
Here comes Agent now. Agent, stay on the inside of Ryder. Just watch the stream replay. They did not make... Oh, gosh, it is
Brown is out of the race. What just happened?
Brown is out of the race now.
And he did. Brown, yeah, Brown. Oh, and that's gonna ruin Agent. I think it's safe to say that Agent is done.
He's gonna have to serve a penalty of some sort there. Just looking back at the stream, Agent tried to fit. He thought he saw the gap there. It was not there. Yep. So now, I believe we are down to what, 7 cars left? I was about to ask, how would the protest work here? How does protesting work? Brown is back in the game, and apparently, I believe.
Brown is here. Is there a word? Is just waiting for it. And
We have two angles of this. We have breaking news, guys. Breaking news. We have two protesting over each other. That's what's going on, apparently. Oh, we're getting word that Brown did have time to back up, but it was not much. So Brown was full throttle the entire time.
the one word now, but it looks like it's going to be in favor of none of them.
We've never had to deal with this situation before. We've never. Red flag is out. So
And they're readying it.
This out.
Alright, the producer has his microphone on. This is Bubble the Wonder Boy. Basically, we have two protests going against each other. So, Agent is protesting his drive-through penalty, and Brown is protesting his DNF. There's two views of it. Basically, Brown is in line, full throttle in the draft on the straight, but Agent is lifting already, trying to slow down and fit a gap that honestly is not there. So the drivers right now are arguing in the driver chat.
Agent is requesting to get on the stage here.
That request will be denied.
And yeah, no, that's not a good.
Not allowed.
And keep in mind, the more these guys protest, the more time in the game will pass by.
Yeah, Carter's correct. That's still going to be a DNF, but it's on if we still. So Brown is confirmed to be DNF'd, but now this is if Agent gets a drive-through or not. We don't know. It was a very late move, but there was room to do it. I feel like we're gonna rule Agent no drive-through here. I feel like this is a racing incident.
Wow.
Wow.
Cause I'm looking at the clip. Let me see. We'll have to see from Nass. He makes the final decision. My opinion is Brown DNF. No drive-through for Agent. Oh yeah, because on Agent's screen, his view, which I'm seeing now, Agent's view, when he's lifting to get in line, Brown has not entered a screen yet.
Oh.
So Agent 2 zoomed in, but also there's room there. So this is up to
weird.
Monkey. I'm gonna unmute Monkey if he wants to talk on this, because this is up to him. Monkey, you're unmuted.
Hello?
Hello.
I am muting until I make my final decision.
Okay. She's out to race control. I personally, my final decision would be Brown DNF, Agent no drive-through. But I don't know. It's up to NAS. It could be on Agent for not being zoomed out enough, no spatial awareness.
Like we said at the beginning of the race, no radar for this race, so you kind of have to have your camera zoomed out.
Right. No radar. So he should have been zoomed out.
That should be a drive-through. That might have to be a
I got my
drive-through.
final decision. I got my final. Drive-through penalty stands.
There you go.
There you go. Have it from race control.
And officially, I think that's it for Agent. No, it's the Agent. I think Brown's still out.
Alright, meet me on stream.
Alright. Well, we're going to go back to yellow here, so we will see you guys post-race when everything's said and done.
Yep.
Producer and race control going back on mute.
Well, Hunter, what is your look on that?
Honestly, I mentioned a point there. Everybody's gonna be able to lap. I mentioned there's no radar in this race, so you kind of have to have your camera zoomed out. So I kind of agree with Monk on the statement, but at the same time I don't, because it was a racing incident and Agent hardly had any room there.
I'm not gonna speak my piece about it. Honestly, I couldn't pick that, and I couldn't decide that. So just gonna stick with that. And unfortunate. You know what? Then I think the penalty is good. I think it should stand, and I stand with it. That is all.
It's
anyway going. Yes, and going back to it. It is green this time. 20 to go when they hit the line.
Yep.
Train lead.
The time is going down too. I'm looking at the stream right now. It's going down, and we're back green with 8 cars left in the 4th, running at the bubble 325.
As Anthony pulls into the inside as Agent comes down the pit. Yes. Fearless.
Lucky caution
catching
would help him. Here comes Fearless, my pick to win the race. He might get that caution in a second. They're racing very, very aggressively, as you see. I believe that is Carter making a move on Anthony.
Here comes Fearless. Fearless getting that slipstream off Fearless. He's gonna try. He's going for 3. He goes to the inside. He makes the move. Can he clear? He clears. Here comes Carter. Carter coming.
Forward behind Anthony. He nearly shoved Anthony into the wall here as they thunder their way down to the front straightaway.
Train is still holding on with Carter.
I think that might have been Train that stuck around.
He edges him. Here comes Fearless.
3 wide. That ain't gonna work. Somebody's gonna back out. Here comes
Train.
Oh my God,
he stuck it. He stuck it. Train.
Stuck in
the 3 wide pass.
Unbelievable scenes here at the IMS here. Can y'all believe this? Fearless blocking for his life. As this is an unbelievable race here in the final laps.
Well, we're still 19 to go. We got to tone it down.
Carter around the outside. I was about to mention, was that Carter? Here comes Carter now. Where did he come from? That lucky caution saved his race.
Train is a whole second gap.
Everybody is good on fuel from here to the end, so you're going to see these guys full push. Now, what can Carter do to try to catch up, though? What can he do?
I mean, there's not much he can do. He's just got to stick with Train right behind in the slipstream and hopefully that dirty air doesn't ruin him.
Here comes Fearless on the inside of Carter. And a turn 3. He's going to get him.
Other side
right into the wall. Contact is made between Carter and Fearless.
Oh! Forward to put Carter into the wall. That moves Carter very, very Very, very into the back.
Yep. Fearless trying to go for 3. As you see, Ryder trying to make a move on Anthony. He doesn't make it stick. He might try it down here in turns 3 and 4. Let's see what he does here. This has got to run here. He's going to try to turn around the outside.
He can't. No, Train is defending
it. Around the outside. Here comes the car behind them. That's Ford, the most dominant car of the day. Train keeps it tight off the bottom. Here comes Ford on the inside.
He's make a move, maybe 3 wide. Here they come to the line, to the yard of bricks.
3 wide.
Ford.
What a pass! Oh, he does the wall.
He saved it, though. He saved it.
Fearless to the lead here.
And that's going to ruin Train.
Train's got to get their spots back. Unbelievable action here from IMS. Fearless to drive for 3.
Carter is...
Carter.
Oh! Goes to the inside.
Carter.
Carter now leads the bubble 325 with Fearless again. Dino in the back making a pass for Anthony. Ford made the move on Carter. Side by side, Fearless and Carter. They're single filed out now. Back in the back, Anthony. Anthony makes the move on Dino. All of them single file now. Back up front. Carter making a move on Ford. Here comes Fearless though. Fearless side by side with Ford. Carter makes a mess up. They're single file again. Ford gets that slipstream.
Rounding out of turn 4. Off of turn 4, these guys are going to see 14 laps to go. This has been a fantastic battle here since the restart. Look at the 2 Chicken cars. Oh, Carter's wide. Someone's wide. I believe that's Ford wide. Here comes Fearless on the inside. Fearless is going to make that pass, but here comes Anthony behind them. Fearless swerving to break the draft. This has been a fantastic battle. It would be awesome to see Fearless win 3 in a row in a day after he graduates high school. Or 3, just 3 wins. As we head towards turn 4, oh, Train! What a save, you take it over, Marcus.
As Train almost just wrecked himself in the back, but he saved it. Going back up front, Fearless getting that slipstream off Carter. All single file now. Ford makes a mess up a little bit, goes into the grass. They're still single file, trying to catch up to Carter with 13 to go. No moves yet. Just trying to get the slipstream to get that suck. Still single file. Ford getting closer to Fearless. Carter still leads. They're about a point. I don't even know. Take over, Hunter.
Turn 4, you see here, these laps are winding down, and it's been a fantastic second half of this race. Look at Ford! Down on the inside of Fearless! He's gonna get back second place! As this has been a 5-car train up here in the front, just slingshotting, passing each other. They're all over this racetrack down the straightaways and in the corners. And we don't know who's gonna win this because they're all good to the end here. It's just surviving and timing your moves right. Here comes Fearless! Side by side with Chicken Icy cars. Oh, he lifts. Fearless had a big checkup here. As they head towards turn 4, you take it away, Marcus.
And as Ford makes a mess up, Carter leads still as they're going to get side by side. Fearless maybe going to make a move here. As they go past the yard of bricks, he's going to make it 3 wide. 3 wide, he doesn't do it. He backs out of it as Ford takes the lead for the crossover on Carter. They're single file now. Dino making a move on Fearless. Dino into Fearless. They keep it clean. Single file now. Anthony now in the mix. Anthony maybe going to try to make a move. Carter going to the outside. Side by side. Ford and Carter. Carter backs out of it. Ford still leads. Anthony trying to catch up. Ford.
Off of 4. And Anthony being a non-American. We've never seen, I believe, a non-American 325. Look at Carter now. He's back on the outside. He clears around the outside. Ford messed up. Here comes Anthony.
Oh, no, he's out. No, but that was a wall thing.
Oh, Ford's crashing! Caution is out!
Ford is still
Agent's
in.
back in the race! Agent is back in! Oh, trade! Trade's out!
Oh no.
This
And there it is.
Agent.
How train was that? Oh,
Yep, I just checked on the stream replay. He was way too low. Yep. Man, he tried so hard to keep the car from off the wall. It's just hard. And you hate to see that. And we have 66 people watching the stream right now. Oh my word. And I'm gonna ask the producer here if we've had a non-American win at the 325 before. Has that happened yet? Never. So if Anthony, just Frios and Agent have been the winners, could Anthony? Now, can Anthony be the first non-American to win this race? That's a very, very, very big task for him to do.
I mean, it could happen, but Carter's so strong. He might be able to just keep it. But now Agent's back in. No, we can't factor out Agent.
Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy finish, y'all. 68 people watching the stream. We're about to see just wildness here. Last 8 laps, and we cannot wait to commentate this. And I believe that was what, the 6th caution of the race? Or so? I can't remember.
For 130 lap race, 6 cautions are not bad.
But we could still see one more, you never know.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone's gonna push now.
We might see a photo finish as well. You never know.
Everyone can make it.
Yes, everybody can make it.
Anthony's a little low though. Anthony's at 21.
I think Anthony is good. He should be fine. We're waiting on that green flag.
Beasts are taking over this lap.
Yep, the people that are in the game here. Oh! We're getting word that everybody cannot make it to the end here. And Anthony cannot make it to the end either. We're waiting for that green flag from race control. Green flag's back out in the air. Carter with a good jump start. Anthony in second. Here comes Fearless down on the inside of Anthony. I believe he's going to get by him. Ford, most strong car of the race. He's going to get by Ryder down on the inside as they head towards turn 1. Ryder squeezes forward. Fearless gets by for second. Here comes Dino Guy. He backs out of that. Down off of the turn 2 short chute. They're going to be snaking down the back straightaway. As the laps are winding down, Ford trying to look on the inside of Agent. Whoa, Dino making a move on Anthony. So they head towards turn 3. I believe Dino's the only guy that can make it, though, I believe. As it's over to you, Marcus.
Dino finally looking Ford right to the back. And it's a caution, though, but they have to stick with it. That was weird from race control, but it has to stick. Hunter, your thoughts?
It's just race control. Race control is race control. You just can't, protest that. You just hate to see it. This is very interesting here. We're getting ready. This is a very quick caution here. I believe Dino's the only guy that can be in here. Correct me on that one.
They can.
We're getting word.
The one I'm looking at is Anthony. Anthony's weird. Yeah.
We're getting word that we believe everybody can make it except for one, and that is Anthony. Anthony must be having some weird issues here. We're going to go on board with the agent here for the restart. Green flag. Okay.
Just saw the start. Carter with agent. Agent going to make a pass on Ryder now. As agent. Oh. No, it's the U-Hunter now.
As you see here, we're back underway here with 6 laps to go, and the bubble is 3:25. Look at agent. He's all of a sudden back up here to third. As you're on board with him. Behind them, that is Ford and Anthony as we head towards the back straightaway. Fearless. We're on board now with Carter. TV cam on Carter here. As you see, Fearless trying to make a move around the outside into turn 3. Not going to make it stick. Dino's wide. I am lagging as I can't see what's going on. Down on the inside. As it's over to you, Marcus.
Dino into the wall in the back. That gives a pass for Ford. Fearless now catching up. Agent, here comes Agent. Agent with a big run. 3 wide. 3 wide. Agent makes the pass. He's trying to. He does it. He can't get him clear. Carter hits the wall. Fearless side by side with Agent, the 2 bubble 325 winners. Carter looking to write his name. They're 3 wide! 3 wide! Agent gonna make the pass. Can he clear? Who's gonna back out? Carter backs out. Agent! And Agent is clear! Fearless! It's the 3 bubble 325 winners. The past one. Hunter.
What a pass by Agent as I was screaming off the mic. I cannot believe this. It is 4 laps to go. Here comes Fearless around the inside of the turn 1. He's gonna make the pass stick. As this is unbelievable racing and a caution now. Oh! Carter's around. Oh, Carter's out.
He's out. That's it.
I hate to see it for Carter. I talked with him earlier today, and he said he'd rather have his dreams crushed early than late, and look what happened.
No, he don't walk up. He don't walk up.
He didn't walk up.
I
watch the stream replay. Watch the stream replay. He didn't walk up. And also, there's 82 people watching the stream right now. Okay.
You get ready. You gotta go around again, but
it's gonna be 2 laps.
2 to go. It's gonna be 2 to go. Hunter, you started it off. Just remember when we get to the thing.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so off of turn 4 on the final lap, coming to the checkered then. Okay.
Or Beast, you do the first half of the track, and then I'll do the last.
Well, I'm on
the middle of the backstretch. On the final lap, I meant.
Okay. We're getting a word.
Amazing.
We're getting a word from the producer that another league race was. Okay.
As they get ready, let's take a recap of the field real quick. In first right now is Fearless. Second, Agent. Those 2 have won the bubble 325 before. Third is Ford. Fourth is Ryder. Fifth is Anthony. Sixth is Dino. And 7th is Carter.
we're getting word that it is possible if that a red flag could happen and we could get a one-lap shootout, which would be interesting here.
Who knows if that would happen though? Hunter, it's you till the last lap backstretch.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor. We've seen a great race. This could be possibly the final restart of the race. We're waiting for the green flag from race control. Up on your feet. Fourth speed third. They're good. They're good. Ladies and gentlemen, up on your feet. This could be possibly the final restart.
C-Sports.
Green. Green flags back out of the air. It is 2 laps to go in the fourth running of the bubble. 325. Adrian gets a good start. Oh, Anthony's in the wall. As I'm lagging, I can see what's going on here. Down into turn 1. Agent looking around the outside. It's not going to make it stick though. On board with Frios from the rear team as you see Ryder and Anthony back there side by side. So we head down off of turn 2. Oh, Ryder's around. Ryder staved it. What a stave. I got the story ride. Agent sticking around 3-1. No. What a pass by Ford around the outside. What a pass around the outside from Ford. It is not over. We're coming to the white flag. The final lap of bubble 325 as Carter will hit the wall. What a pass by Ford. Can anybody get to him? The only one to get to him would be Frios, unless if they go side by side. What a move by Anthony on Carter to the inside as that's for 4th place. As now Marcus, I'm gonna lead it to you now. You take over the call.
There's a whole second away from Fearless Ford. He's been strong. They're getting the slipstream. They've got only one chance at this. I don't even know if they have a chance. They might be done. Fearless going really fast to the air, into the wall. And Agent is out. Agent is out. Ford is gonna win the Bubble 325 in the Target 10 car. Agent is out though. And there it is. We will end under caution. Ford across the line of bricks to win. Wow.
Man.
I mean, you wouldn't have thought.
I have no clue what happened there. But Ford, the 10 car goes 2 years in a row, I believe. That is hilarious.
Agent just got beat by his own car, his old car, I meant.
Oh, he was the 9 last year. But still, that's
his old
2
team,
wins.
old team.
I believe that's 2 wins in a row for Chip Ganassi here in the biggest race of the season here in the IndyCar Series. What a finish. What a race that was. Anthony made it on fuel with Ford with like 5% of fuel left.
Wow. I was going to say, as you take a look at Agent just devastated on turn 1. He made it a whole straightaway around. It comes to a stop, but wow.
Unfortunate for him though. But either way, that was a fantastic first race for me to commentate. Great action all along here from the IMS. And Ford writes his books into the history. And Ford is going to want to remember this one forever.
Oh.
What a race this was.
As Ford goes to the yard of bricks. A winner here at IMS. Anthony is P3.
Oh my.
And Ford.
I think I might know which one it was too. So I've been having the stream open up the whole time.
And Ford. We able to bring up Ford for an interview?
Hello?
Hey, Ford.
Ford's up here. Wow. Okay, well, Ford, you're the fourth annual Bubble 325 champion. How do you feel?
Bro, I feel amazing right now. Before I knew I needed a caution because I had a blocking drive-through penalty. I thought it could be over. Then when I spawned the pit row, I thought, oh damn, it really might be over. Then that final restart, I've been struggling on the restarts all day. The final restart, I was able to get a good jump, and I knew like I had a big run on Agent and Fearless, the only Bubble 325 winners. Like I knew I just had to take it 3 wide around the outside, and then I just never looked back. I looked back once on coming to the white flag, see how big the gap was. I knew I had it. I just had to hit my marks. I was lagging on that final lap real bad, but oh my god, I've been wanting to win this race for so long. I watched the last 2 Bubble 325s. I was interested in it. I'm gonna take back the lead of the championship, and this just fuels me more to go win the championship. Just want to thank Carter because he was a great teammate, great strategy today. Just super fun race. I feel like I just want to kiss the bricks. I just want to kiss the bricks.
Oh yeah. Well, Ford, we're happy for you here in the C Sports Broadcasting booth. And Hunter, would you like to say anything?
Well, Ford, first of all, me being your former teammate, congratulations on winning the biggest race that Bubble Studios has to offer. I can imagine what that feeling like is for you. And go out there and enjoy this one because you deserved that one.
Thank you.
What a remarkable drive from Ford tonight in the Bubbles 325.
That is for Ford. And who got second?
I believe it might have been Fearless. I could be wrong. I can check back on the stream replay real quick.
Just gonna say we need it quick.
So I need to see at the time of caution who was out in second.
It's got a ping. Fearless is P2. Okay, so we can talk to Fearless. Fearless. Alrighty.
I got you.
Fearless, so unfortunate you couldn't get the third one. Sorry. Unfortunate you couldn't get the third win, but you finished P2. How do you feeling?
Honestly, I think I'm perfectly content on Ford winning the race today. I thought I was going to wreck out because set my expectations low. This is probably by far the toughest 325 yet. But hey, finishing P2, I will take it. Remember, there is still a long season ahead of us in IndyCar, so I missed the last race at Michigan, but getting a P2 here is awesome for me. I want to apologize for Agent. They're completely missing the corner in turn 3 on the last lap there, though, because he probably would have passed me on the front stretch if it weren't for that. But still had a great race today. Definitely surpassed my expectations. Congrats to Ford on the win.
That is it. Hunter, would you like to say anything?
Well, for us, he came up just short today. A little bit disappointed. You know, you're gonna get good points out of this race for sure. You just couldn't complete that huge story I talked about at the start of the broadcast. Good job, though, today.
Yeah, thank you.
That's that. And then Anthony is third, but is he gonna... He does not talk. I was gonna say...
We gotta get Dino. Yes.
Fourth, wow. Where's Dino? Dino guy, there he is.
Hello.
Howdy, Dino. Welcome to the post-race show. Welcome to the post-race show, Dino. It is me and Marcus. You finished P4 out there today in what was possibly the toughest 325 of all time. And you were having some lag issues and covered well. What was your thoughts on the race today and how you performed?
This race was one of the most fun things I've ever done in about all my time racing. Got P4, P5, I think. This is my rookie first start in the 325, so I'm really glad with the result. That's my first points of the season also.
And Marcus, do you have any questions for Dino?
I don't got questions, but Dino, you locked in very good at the end. Just was short though, but congratulations for P4 and get at least not wrecking out like some of the other people. So good job.
Yeah, you two did really.
Oh, thank you. Anyway,
I believe we have time.
I want to do one more, and
let's do Carter. Carter. We gotta do Carter.
Do Carter?
Yes.
Actually, then let's do two more. So Carter. Hunter?
Carter, it's the boys in the booth. You gotta, Carter, it's the guys in the booth. You got, I believe, P5 out here today in one of the most toughest 325s, if not the toughest. What are your thoughts on the race, and how glad are you that your teammate won the race?
I'm very happy for my driver Ford for Chip Ganassi Racing, and I'm happy to go out here and run up front all day. I feel like I was at least a top 3 car out there on track. Got into the top 5 there at the end. Got 4th place finish there at the moment of caution. Me, Anthony, and Dino were in that little pack back there, and it was very tight all day. I feel like my biggest contenders were Ford and Fearless, and of course they're at the end Agent with the 3 wide mover on the outside. And I'm a little disappointed at the P4. I feel like I could have walked away with a lot more, but we'll move on to the next race and hopefully look at this as a good points day. And with how much we ran up front, considering we might have not even made this race in the first place, it's a lot to look forward to. So hopefully we can go out there and win at Texas.
Alrighty.
Any questions, Marcus?
Carter. Nope, that is it. Thank you, Carter. And I want to get one more. It was a Bubble 325 winner, and unfortunately, DNF'd. So, I'd like to meet Agent. What happened, Agent?
Oh man, just an awful race, bro. Good job, Ford. Very excited for Ford. Very deserving winner. Very upset about the penalty. And the caution in general. I think you guys misread the strategy just a tiny bit. So Train could make it. Joe could make it. Me and Fearless could make it on the insane saving. Everyone else had to pit. So I'm saving the same every single corner for 20 laps. And then just one time Brown decides he's going to keep holding the throttle even though he's been lifting behind me for the last 20 laps. So just out of nowhere, he's just over on top of me. So that's a penalty for me apparently. So that kind of ruined my run through the last stint until I got lucky with the caution. Then I had the most incredible restart of my life. I wanted P2 at the end. That's what I wanted because I ran this so many times in practice. P2, you could exit at 211 off the straightaway and get them before the line. So I wanted P2. I was 3 wide on the inside with 2 to go into 3. There's just no chance. There's no chance I'm going through there without wrecking. So I lift. And then Fearless screws the pooch, as one might say, through turn 3 on the final lap. And I get collected. So DNF, P7. Best race of the season. So that tells you how my season's been so far. Best finish of the season.
Hunter, you got anything else?
No, I do not. Thank you for your time, Agent. Disappointing finish for me today.
Well, and I think that rounds out the 4th annual running of the Bubble 325. I'm your host, Marcus, and it was a pleasure commentating this race. Joined with Hunter. Hunter, you have anything else to say?
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure commentating this race, and I cannot wait to be a part of the rest of it. Thanks to Bubble for hiring me, and the C Sports people as well. Appreciate it.
And
I get to do this.
This is C Sports. This was the Bubble 325. We'll see you later.
C Broadcasting Group and C Sports reserve their respective rights. Any unofficial use of this telecast without credit to C Broadcasting Group and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation is strictly prohibited.